What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're watching Ozark Season 4, Episode 3.
The last episode was another intense episode of Ozark. We just had tensions rising between, of course, the Birds and Ruth with Darlene and Wyatt. And Wendy found out that Jonah had given Ruth the ashes and she came to get them back. But of course, Ruth is like, I'm not fucking giving them to you. And they said some pretty horrible things to each other. But it's just crazy to see that Darlene still wants to go through with things, but she's listening to Wyatt and Ruth talk about how they want to advertise the product. And it doesn't seem like Darlene is really thrilled about the things that they're saying. And I think she's stuck in her own,
used to doing things
stuck in her own way. And of course,
if it's not that way.
Yeah, she's like, she doesn't want to have anything to do with it. And she goes and talks to the mob. And of course, he hears about what happened with the sheriff going missing. So he knows that it has something to do with the cartel. So he's like, I'm out, which is crazy because when it had to do with Marty, he was like, I want my cut. That was in it. But He took out the sheriff. He was like, I want absolutely no part of it. So that was kind of like the first time Darlene was told no in a long time. And of course, she goes and she sees this new sheriff and she tries to introduce herself. And the sheriff is like, look, we all talk, so I know exactly who you are and, and what you're about. And I don't need any help from you whatsoever. So, of course, Darlene thinks that the Birds had something to do with the sheriff going missing, which they didn't, but by proxy, since Javier killed the sheriff and they helped to burn the body, the Birds kind of do have something to do with the sheriff going missing, but
they didn't mean to, I guess.
It was just by proxy. So, of course, Navarro still wants this deal to go through, so he's upset with Javier for killing the sheriff and possibly creating a mess that could lead back to him. And he pretty much embarrasses Javier by slapping him and demeaning him in front of, people, members of the cartel.
Other cartel people.
So we think that's bad, and we know he's pissed. But he actually shows back up at the casino and Marty's boat. And they
not
just casually, he's like, I'm not inside. I'm not inside. I'm outside. So they go back to Helen's house, and they are cleaning up.
Not there. He's making Marty clean.
You're right. He is absolutely making Marty clean up his mess. Like, Marty's mess is what he said. And Marty's like, how's this my fault? Which is pretty funny. But while he's there cleaning, he gets a call from Navarro. So Marty has to kind of not allow Javier to hear what Navarro is really there to talk, like calling him to talk to him about. So he brings up the fact that Wendy has gotten a deal made with the pharmaceutical. It's like
pharmaceutical
company, and it's gonna make them money, and it's good for him. So because he was calling to ask about Maya and being able to have the meeting, but he's at gunpoint by Javier, who tells him, "Don't let my uncle know that I'm here." So it's just really intense. But as if that wasn't intense enough, as they get ready to leave Helen's, the new sheriff is coming to the door. And Marty has to talk Javier down from shooting the sheriff because the sheriff is there to see the surveillance footage of the house, but Marty's already wiped the footage. And of course, the private investigator is the one that had the sheriff go over there, so he finds out that the footage has been erased, and he goes to Marty's house, and then that's when Maya comes out with the gun pointed at him.
Yeah, because she's there because she
Marty arranges the meeting.
Reluctantly agrees to the meeting, but she's like, I'm absolutely not giving him my address. He's not coming to my house. And Marty's like, what if you come to our house? Like, you can just come to our house. We'll just do it there. So she's staying at their house, and the private investigator shows up there while they're eating dinner.
Yeah, and she changes her mind because she realizes that Marty and Wendy have been keeping things from her about Javier, Navarro's nephew, like them feuding and stuff like that. So she freaks out and she's getting ready to leave, and Wendy tells her no, like, because Navarro's like, this meeting's happening regardless, and she has to be ready in less than 10 minutes because I'm coming. So Wendy goes in there and tells her, if you can't protect my family, then I'm not going to protect yours. And obviously that worked. And they go to have this meeting. And then that's when they're told, nope, it's just Maya. You guys go back inside. And she gets into the car and it drives away. And the episode literally ends.
I just don't know what's going to happen. And I'm afraid for so many reasons right now. But the main reason I'm afraid is one, the main wild card for me right now is Javier, because I never know what's going to happen with him. And since Maya just was trying to get information from Marty and wanted something from Marty, and he told her that Javier was there, I'm afraid that she is going to tell Navarro that he is there, and Navarro doesn't know. So if that happens, then that is not going to be a good thing.
Shit will hit the fan.
And then I feel like Darlene is wild card number 2. Like, I don't know.
She's wild card numero uno. She's been here since the start.
Is capable of, because right now I feel like she is just lost, because I feel like I don't know. I think like maybe she feels like she's not in control of the situation that's going on, because she just doesn't want to do the choices that there are for getting the drugs sold. So since she doesn't like the choices, she's like has the potential to go off the deep end, and I feel like we're like at that point of her going off the deep end.
Darlene lives off the deep end.
Well, I feel like we have the potential for explosion.
We'll see.
Off the deep end.
I'm ready to hop into this episode if you are.
Yeah, I'm ready, because I just don't know.
Okay, let's start it.
I cannot imagine.
Cannot imagine what?
Being taken on this meeting with the cartel and leaving my newborn baby. What the hell is she doing?
She's gonna bury or plant something, apparently. She just doesn't have any emotion.
Does she ever?
Alright, well, here comes the extra being nervous, right?
Dang, they had to handcuff her?
I mean, she is a cop.
I mean, the fuck was she gonna do? Didn't they pat her down?
I'm mad at this creepy lullaby riff. You hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Please, eat something.
Marty Bird's a brilliant man. Much better at what he does than most federal agents.
Please forgive me, but you make it sound like he's the one who's useful to you.
We're useful to each other.
How so?
You're still here, aren't you? If you want to make it inconvenient for us to kill you, you need to provide us certain things in exchange.
Such as?
Years in a federal prison cell. Names and locations of every U.S. citizen you've made disappear. Otherwise, I have no reason to bring this meeting to my superiors, and I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well then.
Shit. Fuck.
Holy shit.
I mean, she stood her ground, but...
She did, but I know how she's scared. And relieved to be off of that jet.
He is pissed.
That may be an understatement. We have an oyster, some bolt cutters, Chinese food, and a thermostat.
What
Wendy?
is this, Wendy?
She making a fire pit?
Who the hell knows? Well, they drove up very aggressively.
Here comes this music.
And until he's ready to make a serious offer, stay the fuck away from me and my son.
Okay. I'll check back with you a little bit later on, okay?
Oh, he's gonna be pissed.
Hey, it's me. How did it go with Maya?
You're gonna need a sample.
A sample, okay?
Good. Then I will send you one. And you will get Agent Miller back for me.
Yeah, it seems that she might need a minute to get her head around all this.
You don't win until I win, Marty. Don't forget that.
Damn. Like, you don't win until I win. It's not over until the deal is done.
Can we go talk some sense into him?
Do you really want to have to toss it in a Yeti while you pray the doctors can sew back on?
That should be ready day after tomorrow.
It's like a memorial.
I'm surprised he went out there.
This is a place where we can come and remember Ben.
Maybe if you kill me, you can make one of these too.
Damn.
I'll come around.
She gonna smash his shit?
She gonna beat his ass one day.
Hammer? Cutting the internet line? Yeah, she's had enough of your shit, Jonah. Here comes gangster Wendy. I mean, well, I know where the bolt cutter is coming in. Come on now, Wendy. I mean, she could have taken out the circuit breaker itself, like completely, that one that turns on the power to his room, then put the bolt on there. The lock.
Said she needed space.
How did it go with Jonah today?
It didn't.
Not well.
What is happening?
You think Javier's already back here?
Probably.
We never get to see what happens here, so why now?
Yep, he's back. Cause his ass just flies back and forth.
Good trip.
He's not happy with that.
No. Were you expecting someone?
No.
Is it a message?
Marty.
I know, right?
Your
What?
boss has something for me. It makes you fierce.
Hmm.
I still need something from your boss.
She's either gonna do it voluntarily or involuntarily.
That's what she said. Go find out.
Before you blow a fucking gasket, I'm only doing what he asked.
If he asked you for a hit of smack, would you give him that too?
16 shell corpse up and running.
Well, he's still just a kid, you know.
So was I when you hired me.
Not wrong.
Oh, he said that's working out great, isn't it?
What the fuck is she doing here?
Somebody cut the power to the basement.
Oh, was I supposed to just let him keep committing felonies under our roof?
Now he's in his office, so we can commit them somewhere else.
No, he is not.
That's the way it's looking. Yep, man.
Wendy?
Jonah, come here. Jonah, stop it. You're angry about Ben? So am I. But you know who you should be angry at?
I don't think that this
Just
is
stay the fuck out of this! She's the one who let him out of the hospital when she knew he wasn't well.
No wonder he wants out, Marty. Look at her.
She's the one who put
Oh my fucking god.
She is the one who got your uncle killed. She and that psycho! You think these two lunatics are gonna protect you when the shit hits the fan? You've got another thing coming. Jonah. Jonah?
What are you doing, Wendy?
What are you doing, Wendy?
I'm fighting for our family. And what the fuck are you doing?
Oh my god.
Marty.
She's like, yeah, cut the power so you stop committing felonies under our roof because they're not committing felonies.
Such an the irony is ridiculous.
So now he's gonna go commit them somewhere else.
She's like, stay the fuck out of this. You got it. Not a problem, Wendy. Not a problem.
No, Ruth, if Darlene finds out...
She ain't gonna find out.
Unless you tell her.
Not until she's holding hot stacks of cash, by which point she'll realize what you and I already know. My plan's best for business.
Is it?
It is. If you just shut the hell up.
You know so much about it.
I have to remember
Great fucking plan, why? You know it.
that even though he's talking to her again, the whole reason why he's even with Darlene is because he found out that she killed his dad
Yes.
to save Marty.
Yes.
Where the fuck is my mom, Charlotte? My dad's been looking everywhere. He even hired some PI that just got back from the Ozark.
Hey, Helen's daughter.
And that he talked to you all and you said that you didn't know anything. We both know that's not true.
You need to calm down, okay?
Is the PI there listening?
Back to Chicago.
I'll see what I can find out, okay?
Okay.
She better not be dumb and tell this girl anything.
Chicago with you and Mom.
I tried to make peace. He spit in my face.
Make
I
peace
would have had
by
to
cutting the
cut
power.
if you'd only backed me on this from the beginning.
Sure, they make peace with the mural
Ruth, and I warned her
to honor Ben.
That wasn't making
He
peace.
senses that, and he won't stop until he sees that he's only safe with us.
Don't do anything I wouldn't.
So do steal 10 grand and buy a shitty van?
You gotta live a little.
Okay, love you, pal.
Charlotte's definitely growing on me.
You really not gonna say goodbye?
No.
Fantastic.
Why, Wendy? Why?
What's Jonah about to do?
May-
Bolt cutters?
Maybe if she was like, yes, Jonah, I fucked up because I had your uncle killed. Yes, Jonah, I'm a horrible fucking person. Then he would forgive her instead of
No,
her
he
trying
wouldn't.
to make excuses
like,
for it.
Yes, Mom. Glad you finally admitted it.
Yeah, but instead of her trying to continue to make excuses for it.
Which part's true? She needs to own it.
Accounts, but
Holy fucking fuck.
pretty much.
Darlene's unhappy. Gangster up, Ruth.
What makes you think you can move my product without my say-so? He may be your cousin, but he's my lover.
And I'm your partner, who you brought on because you know your business needs fresh blood and fresh thinking.
Don't lay a finger on my product.
Hey, there's one thing about Darlene. When she says she's gonna take balls,
She means that
it.
shit.
She said as soon as they start swelling, I'm gonna take them right off.
I can't believe you fucking ratted me out.
You better believe it.
It sucks.
Are all our accounts online?
As of an hour ago.
Good. We'll be using them tomorrow.
No, this bitch is not. Ruth, she's gonna do it.
She's gonna do it.
So you're meeting
She
with
gangstered up.
Just like that.
Who's calling?
I should take that.
Yeah, excuse me, I gotta take this real quick. Hello?
Where are we with Agent Miller?
Damn.
We're working on it.
No. You're 400 miles away working on saving yourselves. When I already told you, Marty.
We don't win unless you win. I did not forget that.
No. You don't win until I win. There's a big difference.
Damn.
Right.
Give me your number.
No.
Ooh.
No.
No. Wendy just got back from smoothing things over from the last time your patients almost fucked this up, so we're gonna do it our way this time.
Listen, I gotta run.
Oh. And
And
then
hung up on him.
Fuck.
He's gonna send
right
Hop.
on the water.
He's gonna send Javier, or he's coming himself. He's not gonna. Oh my god.
Well.
All good?
Yes, all good.
Oh no, they just fucked that
No,
up.
he just fucked that up.
He just fucked that up for sure. Masters of your own destiny.
He said no twice and then hung up.
He just fucked up that destiny.
Either Navarro's coming or he's sending Javier.
I'm here to see your boss.
I cannot even, because I don't know what he's gonna do. You know he's not gonna accept that. The Kansas City mob.
I'm a little short on cash, seeing as I got no distribution.
Then I suggest you go find some right now.
You won't see a cent.
I don't think you quite understand.
I don't want
I
it.
am asking. Fuck that.
I'm telling you.
I'm demanding you give me what you owe me.
Ooh.
I can't help people who refuse to help themselves.
I mean, is she gonna? She's not gonna let Ruth do it her way, but Ruth's about to do it anyways.
We didn't have anything to do with it.
Then how did it happen?
She worked for dangerous people.
It doesn't make any sense. Why would they let me come tell you if they had anything to do with it?
Look at me. Just because we didn't have anything to do with your mom doesn't mean we're not capable in the future if we don't have any other choice.
Damn. Well, she didn't have her before. She's got her now.
I wasn't told, when.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh my fucking.
Then Ryan. Follow me.
He sent Javier.
In the bag or the deal ends now.
Javi. You can tell he doesn't like it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that Navarro sent him?
Is that a yes?
Do I have your attention now?
Slightly less vehement. Fuck you.
Wendy
Break a sweat.
is good.
When Schaefer was the scariest man I could imagine speaking to.
She's so good. I have to give her props.
Family
I
of
mean,
chemists.
she is.
And a diverse real estate portfolio.
When she has to be a gangster, she's a gangster.
Who else doing dirty work?
You have to think about it though. If she deals with Navarro, any normal person can't be that intimidating.
Structure.
She gets caught.
What about Jonah? He your cousin too?
Nah.
You fucking did it, didn't you?
Yes, I fucking did.
Tell me why I shouldn't take your head off right now.
A, there's a hell of a lot more where that came from. B, you've been waiting for a partner with as much guts as you your whole life. C, if you try, there's no guarantee I won't take off yours first.
I knew I made the right call bringing you on.
She's crazy.
She is.
How mad's Marty about to be about this?
I don't think Marty has a choice.
Gun shipment got moved up to tonight. Bueno, ¿qué pasó?
Who's it calling?
What is it, Marty?
Yeah, give up that gun shipment that Javi is setting up for tonight. It's exactly what Maya's looking for, and if you want to get her back, this is how you do it.
Are you fucking me, Marty?
You really think that I would risk my life suggesting this with Javi right here if I didn't think it was absolutely necessary? To prove to you how much I'm not fucking you, I'm gonna give you Maya's number and you can call her yourself, okay? So get a piece of paper and start writing.
Fuck.
Do you think that Javi is playing him? Because why would Javi say that in front of Marty when he doesn't trust Marty to begin with?
But Do you think Javi knows about Maya?
I do. I think Javi, because he said he took the trip.
Pile good on top of good.
Damn. And that is the American way. Because trying to be only good and solely good was getting her where her business was losing money.
She was going bankrupt.
Yes.
She was going to lose everything.
And was nothing but good. Trying to do good and it was bankrupting, and now the only way to truly make it is to do some bad.
He's about to call her.
I think this is a setup. I think Javi is playing them. And then she's gonna be pissed that Marty gave Navarro her number. She knows.
Hello.
You wanted something from me, so here it is. My show good faith.
How did you get this number?
How do you think, Agent Miller?
We'll be right here whenever you get back.
I don't like the way that sounds. I am freaking out.
Shit.
Javi wouldn't have said it in front of him. I don't think.
I don't know if he knows about Maya,
I was
though.
walking to the park today.
I don't think he trusts Navarro. The trip he took.
What do you mean you're not sure?
We are.
She's got time.
And he's there having dinner with them. This doesn't. There's the bolt cutters.
Is there nothing in there?
I don't think so. And if there is, I don't think it's the guns. It is. Holy shit.
Excuse me. Everything all right?
Absolutely.
Fuck.
To your business being my business, and mine being yours.
Oh, God.
I, all at the same time, love Javi as a character, but am so paranoid about him as a character. I think I made that episode much more anxiety filled because my mind went places that it didn't necessarily need to go. Because I remember when he was in there cleaning up the sheriff's blood in Helen's house and he got that phone call and he had to change the subject and started talking about the company and needing the money. And you could see it in his face that he thought something was fishy about the conversation. And then Navarro just took a jet there and he's like, how was your trip? So I thought that he kind of knew something was going on. And like Navarro said in the first episode, if he finds out, like, he's going to kill him. Javi's going to kill Navarro.
Yeah. I mean, like I said at the beginning of the episode, he's definitely like the number one wild card for me because I never know what he is going to do. And he's always just he's just being nosy and like following them around or just sticking his nose wherever to try to see what's going on and try to catch people doing stuff that they're not supposed to be doing. So
you see the way he came up to the table and just stood there silently and just looked at them?
Yes, and just acted like absolutely nothing had just
well,
happened.
He was stone cold faced for
even though
like 10 seconds.
He knows that they know that
he possibly knows that they know.
Yeah.
He looked at them like he knew that they knew.
Yeah.
And then smiled and was like, nothing's wrong.
Yeah.
Continue drinking toast.
That my business is your business.
And mine is, yeah, your business is my business and my business is your business. Yeah. Crazy.
Crazy.
But fantastic at the same time.
Yes. And I am still enjoying, although it's also crazy, but I'm still enjoying the whole Jonah and Wendy being on the outs.
Oh.
Because Jonah just gives zero fucks.
He's being a teenager and Wendy's acting out. I don't really know what to say she's acting like.
She's acting out. I'm going to say that I feel like Wendy is doing what a typical parent would do and is taking like the parent route and trying to be like not say that she is wrong or like admit fault in what she did.
She's trying to stick with, I had to do what I had to do and it's not my fault. I had to do it because of what Ruth did.
Instead of being like, I know I'm the parent and I know I'm supposed to be the one
making the
best decisions in the family and trying to be the best example for you. Instead of being like, I know I fucked up and I know that I shouldn't have done that, she's just trying to defend the actions that she did, even though she knows that they were wrong.
She's trying to make him see it from her point of view versus, like you said, just admitting that she's wrong and that she's going to have to live with the guilt of what she did.
And because he obviously is not accepting that and accepting the way that she's acting towards it, she, at this point, is just doing petty ass shit to make him even more mad about the situation than just trying to find a resolution.
Look, I don't think there's really a resolution to you killed your brother, who's my uncle, and then you burned his body and didn't tell us about it. There's really resolution
there's not,
to
but
it.
I just like...
Jonah just has to accept the fact that there were multiple parties involved in what happened. And had Ruth left him in there...
Yes, I understand all of that. And it's a part of Jonah is a teenager and doesn't understand. And it's also a part of Wendy needs to just be the adult and say I fucked up and what I did was wrong.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to make the best of a super shitty situation. This show.
And you can hate me for it.
For the rest of your life. Because I'm going to hate myself for the rest of my life.
But I'm still your mom.
Yes, and I'm still trying to
love you.
Protect this family. Regardless of what you may think.
Let me cut the power off. And make you go do your felonies somewhere else.
Let me tell you, I don't know where I fall. I feel like if one of the girls was to test me, like Jonah's testing Wendy, it'd be the end of everything. But then on the other hand, if I understood where Jonah was coming from, or the girls were coming from, and like it was you that did something, and I'm like, damn, I kind of understand like why he's mad, and I would kind of be like Marty. So it's a really crazy family dynamic right now. And Marty, Charlotte's a gangster.
Literally is like, I wish Marty could be me. Like, Marty is the epitome of like never stressed.
Oh no. He is the master of masking the stress. Remember, he got into a point where he was so stressed and scared, he was trying to pay to erase their identities and flee.
True. But
He can get there. And then when they captured him in season 3...
everyday life like this, even though they still have a lot of shit going on in everyday life, but like, he's just like, okay. Just like when Wendy was yelling at him, I was like, you stay out of it. Okay. And he's like,
got it.
Okay, got it.
What was that? What are you doing? Yeah. I love his mellow nonchalance.
Yeah, he's just so
go with the flow. Like, I will get out of this because I'm smarter than everybody else.
Yeah, he just so mellow. Like, no need to stress about it. He will find a way out.
He's like the opposite of Walter White. When like Walt was like panicking, he was always freaking out, so he took on the Heisenberg, and even as Heisenberg, it was a show of power.
No.
Whereas Marty is just cool, calm, and he's Gus.
Walter was me. That's me.
He's
life.
a less gangster Gus. But yeah, I love this show, and I'm really sad that it's ending. But it definitely feels like there's so much going on and so much at stake. That it definitely feels like it's the final season.
The fact that Darlene accepted Ruth doing it behind her back at the end once she saw that money was good.
She was testing her gangster, or she just realized that there was no other way to make money.
Well, she obviously needed that money because when she took the drugs back to the mob guy, he was like, no, I am demanding
Oh, she's not going to give him the money.
Well, no, I know that, but... She went back and tried to give him drugs, and he's like, no, I'm demanding that you bring me what you owe me. And she's like, I don't have that.
So I can't help anyone that won't help themselves.
But
so, that was that. Another intense episode down.
What's about to happen?
But that's the great part. Because if it was predictable, it wouldn't be as good as it is. It's the fact that we have no idea what's going to happen that makes it so... fascinating.
Since it's the last season, I feel like people are about to start dying.
It's possible. I mean, it's Ozark. People die every season.
You're right. They do.
And it's always people you don't expect.
So, we will see.
Alrighty, everyone. Let us know how you felt about this episode down in the comment section below. And as always, thank you all for watching. And if you like our reactions and want to see more, maybe click the subscribe button and stick around. We will see you in the next one. Peace.
Bye.